Here we are in section 1.4 exercises, part C. We're reviewing for exam 1. So let's do it. Add or subtract and then simplify. Yeah, we've got fractions all over the place here. Fractions, in order to add or subtract, we need common denominators. If we don't have common denominators, we can't do anything. So we've got to make sure we get those. So here we have a problem, 3 halves plus 2 ninths. We've got to get a common denominator between 2 and 9. Looks like it'll be an 18. So let's change them both to 18ths, and we've got to times this guy by 9 to get 18. So we get 27 18ths plus times by 2, and we get 10 18ths. So when we add those two together, we get 37 18ths. Can that simplify it all? I don't think it can. We could rewrite this as 18 goes into 37 twice with 1 left over. So either that or that would be acceptable answers. Let's check our answer. 2 and 1/18, indeed, and either one of them is okay. Number 14, 11 twelfths plus 5 14ths. Ooh, a common denominator. We could do 12 times 14. That would get us a really high one. Let's see if there's anything nicer than that. This is 2 times 6, which is 2 times 3, and this is 2 times 7. So if we were to put something on there, if we put a 7 on this one, it looks like 84 will work. 7 times 12, so 77 84ths. Over here, in order to make that exact same thing, we needed another 2, and we would need a 3. So this we're timesing by 6. Times by 6. So we get 30 84ths. So this method of using prime factorization may help us out a little bit. 77 plus 30 is 107 84ths, which you can leave like that, or you could turn into a mixed number. So you have 84 will go into that one time with how many left over? 107 minus 84 looks like 23 84ths. So let's double check that answer. And indeed we have it, 1 and 23 84ths. Number 15, 5 18ths minus 5 sixths. We need to get this so they're the same. 6. Oh, 6 goes into 18. That's good. So we can just times by 3, and we get 5 18ths minus 15 18ths. 5 minus 15 is negative 10, and that denominator stays exactly the same, negative 10 18ths. All right, number 16. 15 and 1/6 minus 6 and 7 ninths. All right, let's write this out. 15 and 1/6 minus 6 and 7 ninths. Oh, common denominator between 9 and 6. This is a 2 times a 3. This is a 3 times a 3. So we'd have to times this guy down here by 2 and times that guy by 3 to make them the same. Oh yeah, 18. There we go. So let's turn them both into an 18. 6 times 3 is 18. So that's 1 times 3 is 3. 9 times 2 is 18. So that's 18 on the bottom, and we have to times 7 by 2 to get the exact same thing. So let's write that in what we did. We times by 3 up here and times by 2 right there. Okay, so with that, these guys are now kind of taken care of. Let's get rid of that mess so we can do this now. 3 18ths minus 14 18ths, we can't do that. Now we have to borrow. So that gets cut down to a 4. And 1 whole is how many 18ths? It is 18 of them. So we now have 21 18ths. 21 18ths minus 14 18ths is 7 18ths. 14 minus 6 is 8. So that's where we get 8 and 7 18ths. Let's check our answer. 8 and 7 18ths. Number 17. 5 and 9 tenths plus 13 and 1/8. Okay, common denominator between 10 and 8. I see 10, 20, 30, 40 is a multiple of that. So good. We're going to times this guy by 4s on top and bottom, and this guy by 5s on top and bottom. So we get our new, with common denominators, we get 36 40ths plus 5 40ths. And we can now kind of get rid of those guys. Ah, good. Common denominators. 36 plus 5, that's 41 40ths. Oh, this is an improper fraction. We can take 40 of those 40ths and change it into 1 and 1/40. So let's do that right now. Change this into 1, which will carry, and 1/40. There we go. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 3 is 9, and 1 is there. So the answer, let's write it out here, is 19 whole numbers and 1/40 left over. And it would have been 18 and 41/40, but 40/40 added another 1 to it. So 19 and 1/40. Let's check our answer. 19 and 1/40. That's correct. 18. We get 12 and 4/9 minus 9 and 2/14. Oh boy, common denominator between 9 and 14. This is 3 times 3, and that's 2 times 7. There's nothing in common. The only thing we can do is times those two together. And 9 times 14 is 126. So that's what we've got to times by here. There's a 14 on top and bottom there, and a 9 on top and bottom there. Nothing common to get any smaller. So we get 56, 1/26, and 18, 1/26. Whew! This is hard work to make sure we have common denominators. So 12 and 56, 126, minus 9 and 18, 126. Subtract them. 56 minus 18. Oh, good. We don't have to borrow like we had to do over here. Let's see what we get. 56 minus 18 is 38, 126. 12 minus 9 is 3. Can we simplify this fraction at all? I think we can. Yeah, we could a 2 out of top and bottom. They're both even. And we get 3 and 19/63. Is that right? Let's double check our answer. 3 and 19/63. Wow. Sometimes I feel lucky when I check an answer like that and it's right. Okay. Let's go on to number 19. Let's fill out this table. So we need to change this to an improper fraction. And we look at this guy right here. 7 times 3 is 21. So 21/7 plus 5/7 is 26/7 with a minus sign on it. Double check that. Yes, negative 26/7. Good. And number 20. 59/6. Remember, we're going to do 59 divided by 6. 6 goes into 59 9 times. 9 times 6 is 54. When we subtract that, we get 5. So this is going to be 9 whole and 5 6 left over. And the way you would reverse this is 6 times 9 gets you your 54 back, plus 5 would give you 59. But let's double check that. 9 and 5/6, correct. Good.